Hey, what's up guys? It's C-Stacks. So I am here at Gen Con. Well, not actually at Gen Con, but at my hotel here in Indianapolis, and I got a chance to pick up the Transformers TCG starter set today. I've been pretty excited for this game. I'm a little apprehensive about it now, but we won't talk about that here. So we're just going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. Let's take a look at it first, though. So, Transformers TCG, we got a Bumblebee, Red Alert back here, Ironhide, Optimus Prime. Let's take a look at. So we see that these are double-sided cards. So we got Robot Mode Bumblebee on the other side, and we got his vehicle mode on this side. So what does it come with here? We have 4 foil Transformer character cards: Bumblebee, Optimus, Red Alert, Ironhide. Ready-to-play deck of 40 battle cards, damage counters, 2-player starter set rules. So this is pretty cool. I actually like the oversized cards. I think it's kind of a fun gimmick for Transformers since they're giant robots. I don't know how we're going to sleeve them or put them in deck boxes, but I'm sure that will be figured out in time. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So it's worth noting that this actually, technically, if you're going to play the game as the rules state, this has only enough cards for 1 player, but it's a 2-player starter set, so you split everything in half. So in a normal game, you would play with a 40-card deck, but in this, the 2 players would use 20-card decks, and you would each have 2 of the character cards, whereas normally you would have, this is not a set number, but it's up to 25 stars. I just destroyed this box. It's a good thing I have another. Alright, so let's open this up. I really butchered that box. Alright, so pull out our character cards first. Alright, so we'll start with the cool ones first. We got our Bumblebee. This holographic robot side here. Let's get it to focus. Come on, focus in on Bumblebee here. There he is. So he's got 4 attack, which is this number, this orange-yellow number here on the left, 2 defense, which is on the right, and then this red one with the heart is health. So once he takes 9 points of damage, he is dead or scrapped or KO'd or whatever you want to call it. And then he has tough 1, so you flip another battle card when defending. Maybe I'll do a rules video at some point. And then you flip him over, and here's his alt mode, his car mode. So you can see here there's car, and then there's planes and trucks and such. So he's got 3 attack here, 2 defense here, and 9 health. When you flip to this mode, each of your characters gets Pierce 1 until end of turn, which means you do at least 1 damage when attacking. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the man himself, Optimus Prime. He's got 3 attack, 2 defense, and 10 health. And he's bold 1, so you flip 1 more battle card when attacking. Nice and shiny. Flip it over. Got his truck mode on this side. It says truck right there. And then when you flip to this mode, draw a card. I like drawing cards. Drawing cards is fun. That seems pretty good. And then here's the thing that I am now annoyed about. So these are just, we got Ironhide and Red Alert here, and they don't do anything. They're just vanilla. They have blank text boxes. So firstly, I find it annoying that we have cards that don't do anything. Like, you could at least put some simple effect on here. But not only do they not do anything, but they didn't even choose to put some flavor text here. It's literally just a blank box. Like, if it doesn't do anything, like, either put some flavor text here or shrink the box. But as it stands, it's just blank. I think that, just from a aesthetic design perspective, it looks pretty atrocious. But I guess since they don't do anything, that's why they have, like Red Alert has higher attack than Bumblebee or Optimus, I think, on his robot side at least. So anyway, we can take a look at these anyway, even though they don't do anything. So there's Red Alert, Security Chief, 0 defense on this side. And then you flip him over, and there's his car mode. And then we have Ironhide here. Kind of like the artwork quite a bit, even though he doesn't do anything. He's got 4 attack, 2 defense, and only 7 health. So only 7 health and no effect. And there's his car mode. Or what is he? Is he a car? He's a truck. Ironhide is a truck. Alright, so those are our character cards. We'll put them up here. And let's open up. Here we have our deck of battle cards, or whatever they're called. think they're called battle cards. Well, here's our damage counters. And this is the 2-player rule sheet. We'll look at that in a minute. Alright, let's just flip through these cards real quick. So there's a couple different kinds of like battle cards. There's actions and upgrades, I think, are the two main kinds. So actions are like spells, and upgrades are like equipments, I guess. So this is like a plot twist or a spell, and this is like an equipment. So anyway, let's take a look at these. So these symbols in the top are important. So like if you flip a blue symbol, that's plus defense. If you pull an orange or a yellow, I guess it's orangish symbol, then that is plus attack. And this white one lets you flip extra cards. So we have team up tactics. It's an action. Choose one of your characters. If it's a truck, repair 2 damage from it. If it's a car, draw 2 cards. It's pretty good. We got armored plating. It's an upgrade, and it's just +1 defense. That seems pretty bad. Data pad. When the upgraded character attacks, draw a card. Then you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck. So like I've noticed there's a couple cards that like let you put things on top of your deck, and that's because like when you do battle, you flip cards from the top of your deck, and you want to hit certain symbols when you do that to enhance your capabilities or whatever. So being able to control like what's on top of your deck, I assume, is pretty important in this game. So we have Debilitating Crystal. It's another upgrade. When the upgraded character attacks, return one of the defending characters upgraded to its owner's hand. That's kind of cool. Flamethrower is Bold 2. You flip 2 more battle cards when attacking. I think Bold and Tough are probably like 2 of the really important abilities in the game. Got a Grenade Launcher. After the upgraded character attacks, scrap this card, and it's +4 attack. So it's +4 for like a one-time attack, but that seems pretty good. Handheld Blaster is Bold 1. You flip 1 more battle card when attacking, and it's 2 blues. So if your opponent attacked into you and you flipped this card defending, you would get +2 defense. So that's pretty good. And you see this one has 2 orange symbols, so when you attack, you would flip 2, or if you flipped this, you would get 2 additional attack. And if you play this upgrade on a character, it's Tough 1, which is flip 1 more battle card when defending. And we have Incoming Transmission. Draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. This card seems... these are the 2 cards that I said were like instant staples. Like, you play 3 of these cards. So this is draw 2, put 1 on top of your deck, and then Inspiring Leadership is draw 3 cards, and then scrap 2 cards from your hand. So yeah, drawing cards is good if you've never played a game before. Just FYI. So that seems pretty good. We have Leap into Battle. One of your characters gets +3 attack until end of turn. New Designs. You may play an upgrade. I don't really understand this card yet. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't just play an upgrade. Maybe it's for like, if you go first, you can't play an action or an upgrade. If you go second, you can play an action or an upgrade, but you can't play both. I don't know. If someone can explain this card to me, that would be great. Piercing Blaster. So this gives you Pierce 3, do at least 3 damage when attacking, but not more than the attack total. Pierce numbers add together. So Pierce is like, even if you don't have enough to damage them, you're going to do damage anyway, which is pretty good. Plasma Burst, do 2 damage to an enemy. That's cool. We have Primary Laser. It doesn't have any ability, but it's just +2 attack on the upgraded character. And we have Ramming Speed, just scrap an enemy upgrade. Then we have Rapid Ascent. When you put this on a ranged character, that's the range symbol there, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and scraps it, and it's +1 defense. This card is really good. It seems really good to me. I like having cards, and I like my opponent not having cards. Then we have Rapid Conversion. Flip one of your characters to its other mode. Yeah, normally you can only transform one of your characters per turn, so that lets you transform more. Ready for Action. Untap one of your characters that has 10 stars or fewer. Yeah, I think in this game, like, instead of untapping at the start of your turn, characters only untap once all characters are tapped, because attacking is mandatory. So like once all characters have become tapped, then they all ready or untap. We have Repair Bay. Repair 1 damage from each of your characters. That seems pretty good. We have Team Up Tactics. Choose one of your characters. Oh, we already saw these. So yeah. So how this works is it's like literally two of the same, I guess, starter decks. So you have two of each card. So if you wanted to each buy your own starter set, you could just shuffle these together. You would have two copies of each, and then you could play that way. But what they recommend is that you split this deck in half like this. You would each have one of everything, and then you would split up these character cards and play that way. So the rest of these are just the same that we just went through. And then, so these are the little damage counters they give you. I'm probably going to use dice, like red dice or something, because these are pretty annoying, it seems like. Even when we went to demo it, they had us use dice. They didn't even at the demo place, like the official place, they didn't have us use these things. Okay, so let's see, which side am I supposed to start on? Okay, so we have the two-player starter set rules. These rules are for a basic version of the Transformers trading card game. When playing the basic version, ignore rules text on all the cards. Okay, setup. Start with Transformers character cards with alt mode sides face up in front of each player. So I guess you have to start in your alt mode at the start of the game. Shuffle the battle cards and put the deck between the players. Reshuffle the deck if it runs out of cards during play. So that's actually really important. There's no deck out in this game. It's like a pretty common occurrence. It's a normal happenstance in the game that you'll run out of cards, and whenever that happens, even if it's in the middle of a combat, you will just take your scrap pile and shuffle it back into your deck. So there is no deck out or anything like that. So how to win is to KO all your opponent's characters' cards and win the game. So here's a turn structure. So on your turn, you may flip one of your characters to its other mode. Choose one of your character cards to be the attacker and one of your opponent's character's cards to be the defender. You can't attack with the same character card 2 turns in a row unless your other one is KO'd. That's weird, I didn't know that. Attack. So when you attack, you flip over 2 battle cards from the top of your deck, add the number of orange rectangles in the upper right-hand corner to those cards, to the orange attack number. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. When you flip orange ones while you're attacking, you add the number of oranges. And then when you're defending, your opponent flips... The person being attacked, would flip over 2 battle cards from the top of the deck and adds the number of blue rectangles in the upper right-hand corner of those cards to the blue defense number on the defender. And then damage. So subtract the defense total from the attack total, put that many damage counters on the defender. The defender is KO'd and out of the game if the number of damage counters on it is greater than or equal to its red health number. And that's the end of your turn. So that's a pretty basic version of the game, as it says. But anyway, so this is the Transformers TCG 2-player starter set, the Autobot starter set. I think this officially hits shelves on like September 28th. I think so. Shout out to the people honking right outside the window. But yeah, I am still pretty excited for this game. This is a little disappointing. I thought that maybe all the cards would be a little more flavorful. I get that like rare cards are going to have stronger abilities, but I think this is kind of a pretty big waste of potential. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the Transformers TCG and if you would like to see more content from this game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.